Greetings, everyone, and welcome, my lovies. Welcome to Truth Council 23 with me, Truth Nunez, your sister friend. You know what it is, your spiritual shrink, my lovies. Welcome, my lovies. Welcome to Truth Council 23 with me and our MVPs, the real deal, the holy fields, our spiritual counsel, God, him or herself, my lovies. It's huddle time, 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 my lovies. What's up, my lovies? It's huddle time. It is huddle time. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome. For some of you, I'm getting like, you know, when they go to, I'm getting like a resort in the Dominican, like when you go to the resort in the Dominican and it's always like a party. For some of you going to a resort, my lovies, dang, my lovies, go ahead, my lovies, get to it, my lovies, let's do it, my lovies, to it, my lovies, let's do it, my lovies. Welcome to our day one. I'm excited, my lovies, you're excited, my lovies, and you just can't hide it. You about to lose control and you think you like it and you can't fight it, my lovies, dang, you're so delighted, my lovies, dang. Okay. Welcome to our day ones, our new subscribers, everybody in between, my lovies. Welcome. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, just like that, my lovies. Dang, it feels like just yesterday. It feels like, I'm like, dang, it feels like it's been a long time in the making, because it's been a whole life in the making. But because I'm Spirit's wife, my lovies, I'm Spirit's daughter, my lovies. But you're gonna get a spotter, my lovies. You're gonna go to the gym, my lovies. Gonna work out, my lovies. But it's curious because yeah, I remember like it was yesterday. It was like 20 subscribers. I'm over here, you know, like I'm like, yeah, we were doing it on Instagram. We had like five followers. And dang, my lovies, and then we moved it over here and then it's like 20 subscribers. And I'm like, yay, look, people like the message. And I'm like, oh my God. And here you are, my lovies, supporting this, supporting me. You are a gift. You're a gift, my lovies. I am thankful to share my gift with you. This is a healthy outlet for this, you know, this gift that I have that, you know, it's been since I was this big, since I was in my mama's belly, my lovies. This is something I inherited, and working with the tarot as well as a beautiful language to explore, to just share this gift even more with you. I'm so happy, my lovies. And I feel like this has been a long time in the making, but I also feel like this is only the beginning. What an interesting thing. Maybe this is a reflection of you and something that's happening in your life, because it always is, my lovies, because we are all in this together. Ooh, 242, because we're definitely all in this together. Something about Tiffany. I'm seeing a Tiffany box. Engagement has been very present for you. Congratulations to those who are engaged or who are getting engaged. For some of you, this could be someone around you attending a family member's wedding. We have seen that. Congratulations, my lovies. But let's get started by honoring and, you know, giving thanks, and then we can move into the little channel, the express messages for you. But giving thanks to my abuelita Gladys Nunez Maldonado, also to my grandpapa Abuelito Felix Antonio Nunez. I give thanks to all of your trusted ancestors, those that protect and love and guide you, to all of the archangels, to all of the spirit guides, to all of the ascended masters, to all of the energies that protect our inner and outer chi. I also honor and thank the source of all creation, the unconditional and merciful energy that protects and loves and creates all of us and loves all of us equally. Isn't that beautiful, my lovies? I think so. Equal for some of you. Equal. You're substituting sugars for some of you. Bombay cooch, my lovies. So in the preliminary, God was giving us here we go with Russ. And the name Todd is coming in as well. It's about McLeod or something like that. McLeod and something. Oh, summa cum laude for some of you, or cum laude, however you like to say it. But someone graduated with honors. I graduated with honors, my lovies. I graduated with honors. My master's, I graduated with honors. I didn't even know until I was there, and they're like, "Oh, you got honors, by the way." And I'm like, "Okay, bombay goot, look at me." But for some of you, you definitely graduated with honors. Jesus, how did you give it to us, my lovies? My lovies gave us, my lovies will save us. My lovies gave us, the name Gavin is coming in. Who lives a life of sin. There's a Gavin who lives a life of sin, my lovies. And something about a simp and a pimp. Boom, by good, my lovies. Some people got some stuff happening there. There's something about Stephanie and something about a prostitute. That's not where we thought we were gonna go with this starting. Jesus, my lovies. The hunter. Jesus, the hunter. It was a hunter. It was the vampires that wanted to speak with you. But we grabbed the miracle. There's gonna be a miracle, my lovies. Jeez Louise, my lovies. Jeez Louise. I want to cover myself for some reason. Like, for some reason I want to cover myself. There's definitely perversion in the field. There's definitely perversion in the field. I want to cover. It's like I want to cover myself. I want to cover. There's perversion in the field. There's something nasty in the field, my love. He's like, I want to cover myself. I'm like, I don't know. Something really nasty is in the field, my lovies. But moving on, gotta be strong. The hunter, knowing when to hunt and when not to hunt. That was present. That's what Spirit was giving us in the preliminary. Knowing when to hunt and when not to hunt. Sometimes in the shamanic oracle, there's a card. They're showing me the card of the hunter in the shamanic oracle. And it speaks to being in flow with nature, and when it's time for a harvest, when it's time for a hunt, when it's time to be a nomad, when it's time to be more in like settlement, when it's time to destroy, when it's time to burn, when it's time to renew. It's like being in touch with what's appropriate and applicable for the moment. And right now, it's not the moment to hunt. It's not the time to take a gamble. That's what came in. Something Procter and Gamble is coming in for some. It's not the time to take a gamble in a situation. They were also showing me Twilight, and it's coming back in. You know the hunter in Twilight, the one that got his head ripped off? Because he was part of that clan that were all hunting, and they had a plan together. Like, remember the 3 vampires that they go and they do like wild shit, and it's like reckless, and they kill people and all this other stuff. But one of them got into like a feeding frenzy, a hunting frenzy, an obsession. It's like knowing when to let go of the hunt, knowing when something becomes an addiction that is beyond the health. Spirit was also giving us, I'm sure that you've heard this saying before, but there's a saying that speaks to addictions, right? So the theme of addictions are present, all types of addictions. You could be someone asks, I guess a shaman or a shaw woman, they ask someone, what is destructive, or what is unhealthy, or what is unhealthy to the soul, or what is considered toxic or an addiction? And they're like, anything that is in excess of what you actually need. It could be excess of luxuries. It could be excess of, information. It could be excess of material possessions. Anything in excess can become unhealthy to the being. That's why Ma'at, the Libra scales, are important. You could be invited to look at Ma'at for some of you, or Ma'at principles could be significant for you. This energy of like the Moors, Hebrew Israelites, that energy has been very, very present for you in the readings. Someone can have a tattoo here on their ear. I'm seeing a tattoo on the ear. And someone could be living in their fear. Anything fear-based could become very toxic. Actually, fear could be very, very toxic to the body. It's like finding an equilibrium between a hunt and what is necessary for that hunt, or or maybe something that's overdue. For some, maybe something has to do with cleaning out your fridge. Like, it's almost like, I'm getting this, for example, like, imagine this is, and we live in a society where, there are people that have issues getting food scarcity, especially in inner cities. There are research studies done on food scarcity, and especially in inner cities, and the limited resources for food for people. It's not like if you live in agricultural lands where you can go outside and it's like, oh, well, look, I can grab a potato from the land, or I can grab, I've even told, stories of, my great aunts that grew up in the countryside in the Dominican. They didn't know supermarkets. They knew, go grab the cilantro that was growing in the fields. Like, that's where you went and you got your food. But in cities, and especially in the inner cities, there's a limited access to to food. Imagine you as a being, you're buying food from supermarkets and it's like a surplus of food, and you even let the food spoil in your fridge. So you're buying way more than you need. That's creating a toxic energy. We're all in this together. We're all one. For some of you, for some of you, you're like into sociology or like economics, or you're into like planning, food planning, resources, things of that sort. That's coming in for some very interesting energy. But it starts with the individual level. It's the individual has a lot of power within and outside of themselves. But it's like, for example, one thing that I've learned so much from the experience Spirit has us in right at this particular time. And one thing is, you buy what you need and you buy what you need to eat. If you buy anything more than what you need to eat, sometimes, again, I like to prep my own food. I like to have my own, my own food. I like to have my little things that I carry around. But if I buy too much, it spoils, and I don't like that. So it's like, why buy more than what I need? Maybe something has to do with, like, again, because it creates a certain energy and a frequency, and it affects everybody. Eloise, 1101, 1105. Justice, the Magician energy. Libra, Scales, Gemini energy. 1111, Portal, 1112, 1114. Temperance energy, Earth Angel energy, and also a shift in perspective. 12 energy, Cancer energy. Strong Libra, strong Taurus as well. Belief systems, but the belief system starts with the individual, and then the individual creates a belief system with the crew, with the groups around them, and then that energy kind of like, it's like it proliferates. It's like a pulsating energy, and it's a subtle pulse that could be felt. Very interesting. The summons for some of you, a sums like Excel sheets, and a summons for others. Some type of a bill that's going to be passed. Some type of bill. I'm getting like a bill being passed, but I'm also getting like a bill like for some of you, you're definitely into like economics and planning and government planning and things of that sort. But a bill for some, like a charge that needs to be passed on. It's like, I'm seeing like expenses, or it's like a whole expense sheet or a whole expense report that needs to be passed on to somebody. The hunter, back to the hunter from the Hunger Games. The Hunger Games have been very present. Back to the hunter from Twilight. The name Hunter could be significant though. Back to the hunter from Twilight. So again, this person had to be like taken out because they let their lust for blood get the best of them. Someone's gonna be taken out. I was also getting, I didn't want to go too into it, but that energy of it came in like with the Pizzagate scandal and people wearing other people's skins. Take that how that resonates. That came in. It's almost like The Mask, but wearing it like a person's face as a mask. Take that how that resonates. That came in as well. We're probably going to explore that a little bit later, but for now, let's get you your daily message. 1306, 1307. 13, death energy, Scorpio energy, a death and ending of a situation. 1313. 1313 was very present. You could be seeing a lot of 1313 or 133 or 333. You got a hidden enemy for some of you in the field. A hidden enemy who needs to yield. It's like somebody's looking over your shoulder. Somebody could be looking at what you're doing over your shoulder. It's like pointing out things like what you're doing, but they're looking at, it's like you're looking at a screen and they're looking at like, no, you got to do it like this. You got to do it like that. And someone who lies a lot. This could be a boss for some. For some of you, you don't have a good relationship with your boss because they're a bully. We got ecstasy. I was getting things also for some of you about your we're not gonna do that right now. Ecstasy, yielding, rapture, and bliss. The number 27, the number 9. So we have 2 and 7 energy. We have February, July could be significant. The time period between February and July could be significant for some of you. You could have seen an uptake, something about reuptake, something about neurons and neural patterns. Neurosciences are coming in. But you could have seen some type of release. For some of you, something has to do with a release of something. Ecstasy, something's going to make you very excited. You're going to be able to release results of something. You're going to be able to announce something. It's going to be very exciting. There's a rapture, there's a bliss, there's a yielding of the results. These are the results that we've gotten for the last 5 months in a situation. We have 2 energy. February energy and Aquarius could be significant. A Pisces could be significant. We got Cancer energy. We also have Leo energy. Something about Julie, something about Juliet, something about Gillette. Something about Gillette Stadium. We have some type of ecstasy. We have a bliss. For some of you, you could be something about Super Bowl planning. For some of you, could be planning for a big event. Maybe Super Bowl could be significant for you. But we have something, March Madness. Isn't it March Madness? So that would have been in the, March Madness would have been in this predicament. March Madness for some of you. Anyways, you have, for some of you, you're a yearly planner, or you plan for the year, or you plan events, event planning, very present. But we got yielding, we got ecstasy, we got bliss. For some of you, could be planning an event for Halloween. This Halloween event planning has been very present as well. 1535, we have 1535, 1535 energy. We have a lot of Taurus energy in there. We have Venus energy in there. We have the Devil energy in there, Capricorn energy. We have Aries and Leo. A Leo wants to jump in, but I was looking at a Gemini. A Leo and a Gemini could be significant. But we have death rights. So we have some type of death rights in the preliminary for you. We'll do it in the daily read. But there was something about, so yesterday I picked up, or the day before, when was it? One of those days. I picked up so many things, my lovey, so many things in this mind. 1611, 666 energy. There it is. Some type of ritual work backfiring. It was, I didn't mention the older child. So there's like a teenager or a young lady, and then 3 younger children. Some type of issue with a ritual backfire. Maybe it had to do with a death ritual. Again, take what resonates, if it doesn't. We're getting a few different energies and moving really quickly through them. But death rites, saying goodbye, formal occasion, and honoring lives. 11, justice energy. This could be happening in November for some, or a Libra could be significant in a situation. And we got ancient. Something's being taken back to the ancestors. Something ancient within you is being activated. We have ancestry, Egypt, magical inheritance, the number 4. It was 4 people. It was 4. It was 3 children or 3 younger people, and then a young lady. Like someone could be like in their, maybe no younger than preteens, but you could be hearing of some type of freak accident affecting 4 people. 17, 11, 777. Everything is going to be fine though. This is return to sender, return to the source. We do have here some type of beauty spell here happening too. For some of you, a beauty spell. Something about Spellman is coming in. I do feel like here we do have some type of, this is interesting energy here. Something has to do with beauty and luxury products. I am getting a luxury brand. Someone could be releasing something that has to do with makeup as well, or design or art. I am also getting very costumey energy. For some of you, you're definitely prepping for something about the Sabbath. You're prepping for the Sabbath for some. You're prepping for Samhain. For some of you, you're prepping for Samhain. You're prepping for Samhain. For some of you, you're prepping for La Santa Muerte and November. When is it, my lovies? You know. El Día de los Muertos. You're prepping for that. For some of you, you're really looking for, or your ancestors are really looking forward to being a little bit less distant from you, if that makes any sense. They're never distant from you, but you know, the veil is thinner during this time of harvest. Very beautiful energy. I love this. 1826, we got Pisces energy. We have the High Priestess, secrets, and then we have 6 energy, Gemini, the choice, the lovers, strength energy, Leo energy, and 1 more creations. And Spirit saying ecstasy. There's a release, there's a bliss, there's a release of energy, there's a cathartic release of energy of all sorts for new ancient wisdom to come in. It's like a recycling of it's like for anyone who studied the Hunab Ku, it's like it's going back the wave spell. By the end of this wave spell, something would have recharged already for a new energy to take place, especially by the next new moon. When are we at the new moon? We just finished the full moon energy. When are we at the next new moon? Coming soon. Anyways, my lovies, very, very beautiful stuff. I absolutely love it. 1913, we have the sun energy and death energy. And Virgo energy, isolation and creative force, something that has been being cocooned. For some of you, you can also find out that someone is pregnant. Very, very recent pregnancy though. because they got like 9 months to go. Someone could be like very early in the stages of pregnancy. Boom, bye, coots, my lovies. That's all we got for you right now until very, very soon, my lovies. Have a beautiful day. I absolutely love you. Your grays look great. For some of you, you're worried about your grays. For some of you, you be worried a lot about your gray hair, my lovies. Spirit don't care, my lovies. Spirit thinks it's fair. You look sexy. You're sexy and you know it, and you ain't afraid to show it. Bum, 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 bum. Anyways, stay well, stay absolutely well. Your sister friend loves you and adores you. Loves you and adores you. Your spirit friends love you and adore you. Love you and adore Norma and Ricardo, your sister friend, loves you and adores you. Loves you and adores you. Nadine, your sister friend, and your spirit friends, and your sister friend, and your spirit friends, and Elizabeth. In love always, and Lisa. In love always and forever, and Minnie. Homies. Jesus. I love you, my lovies. Peace.